छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा,
मसाला।
The United States, Israel and the MI6 of United Kingdom, they had launched a major regime change operation in Iran this year. The aim was not just to overthrow the Iranian government, but to splinter Iran along the ethnic fault lines of the Azeris, the Kurds and the Sunni Baluch. Israel was trying to help the Kurdistan fighters to come in, and also the Afghan refugees who were there. The United States, the CIA was working with Pakistan to induct large-scale induction of arms, small arms into Sistan, Baluchistan, the Sunni area.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
MDH।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Whose backyard is Iran? It's nobody's backyard yet. There are vital stakes there for the Chinese, for the Russians, the Americans. It is the oil cockpit of the world, and America wants to control the outflow. The problem is, sir, that Iran is not Venezuela. Iran can hit back and hit back hard. None of its capabilities to hit back have been degraded in the slightest degree. And Donald Trump had to eat crow and back off and start looking for off-ramps. The first off-ramp he chose was they had threatened to hang
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा,
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ।
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
simple terms. The Russians have clearly warned America thus far and no further. And if you think that we will do nothing when there is an existential regime to one of our very close allies, Iran, well then you are barking up the wrong tree. and they have supplied Kinzhal hypersonic missiles to Iran, with the help of which these Kinzhal hypersonic missiles, with its own hypersonic missiles, Iran can sink the Abraham Lincoln and many capital ships. And look at the media disaster that would be. Donald Trump doesn't want to put boots on the ground. He can't afford to. Not in Iran. Not in Iran, not even in Venezuela. So he wants a quick, easy, telematic victory. Looks damn good on television. You know, quick in, quick out. But in Iran, if he attacks Iran, he is going to get into a battle of attrition for which the United States is simply not prepared. It lacks the industrial capacity. Let me explain. The production capacity of the Patriot missiles, which are needed for air defense, missile defense, is about 550 to 600 per year. Russia can produce 800 Kinzhal missiles a year. To stop every Kinzhal missile, you will need 2 Patriot missiles. You don't have the capacity even for Ukraine. So,
the tax collected at source on foreign tour packages was slashed to a flat 2%, replacing the previous higher slabs of 5 and 20%, and proposes development of 15 archaeological sites as vibrant tourism destinations, along with mountain trails and Buddhist circuits. So there is an overall plan that the government has as far as development of tourism is concerned. Now, is this happening too little too late? Many people watching our program have been asking us to ask that question to the Union Tourism Minister, that have we forgotten one great source of potential revenue for the country, becoming a global tourism destination? And have we done enough for that? I mean, that question has to be put out there. We talk about AI, we talk about technology, we talk about other areas where we are putting our focus. What about tourism? What about letting the world know more about us and taking India around the world? Have we done enough for that? Or are we leaving that for state governments to handle? Have we got the line back with Gajendra Singh Shekhawat? But that is perhaps, you know, the most critical question, and I think I've got Gajendra Shekhawat back. Mr. Shekhawat, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Mr. Shekhawat? Mr. Shekhawat, are you back? Mr. Shekhawat, Arnab here. Can you hear me, sir?
In fact, you were not audible. And
sorry.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yeah, my second and last question to you is, Mr. Shekhawat, are we doing enough to position ourselves as a global tourism center? Because in today's times, that would be very critical for us to do. Do we need a bigger, comprehensive plan for that?
No, we are working with a bigger, comprehensive plan. On one hand, we are creating our infrastructure, core infrastructure, commutation infrastructure. On the other hand, we are working to build up more new experiences. We are working to harness new potential of our tourism as envisaged by Honorable Finance Minister today, and declared the new scheme Desh. This is going to create another vertical and will give new dimension to tourism of India. As experienced in Vadnagar, when we created infrastructure and experience center at the excavation site, and the overwhelming response what we have received after that, and the sense of pride it generates after anybody who visits that that destination. Now 15 such archaeological sites where the big excavation success had happened in the past couple of years. We have decided, and the new Desh scheme have been announced, to create them as a new experience center for the tourists. Apart from that, new Buddhist circuit have been announced to harness the nature-based tourism. The trails in Himalayas, walking trails have been envisaged. The turtle trails have been envisaged. and apart from that, medical tourism potential is to be harnessed and created. That also have been talked about. Ayush-based tourism have also been talked about. The incentive in manufacturing of seaplane, that is also going to leverage the new waterways which has announced 20 waterways. They are also going to pave path for water-based tourism and cruise tourism. So new dimensions have also been created, and I feel that step by step, with the bringing up new experiences, we are continuously strengthening the tourism potential in our country.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Shekhawat. I wish you all the best. And thanks for joining us at short notice. That's Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Union Minister for Tourism and Culture.
Thank you very much.
And ladies and gentlemen, the big story, the big story. Why are we hosting this ridiculous, this mad, this crazy, this unnecessary, this shameful thing that's about to happen, which we called a T20 World Cup. You know why we are doing it? Because we don't care about national interest. We care about cricket. We give a damn for national interest. We don't think about our country. We don't think about the tricolour. We don't think about the feelings of the people of the country. We only think about the money that has to be made on an India-Pakistan cricket match. About how much money will be made, how many sponsors will come in, how many broadcasters will make margin, how many financial commitments are made, and how many rich people will lose a little bit of their money if we don't play Pakistan. And ladies and gentlemen, the irony is today that while we say Operation Sindoor is on, we have reduced ourselves. Rather, our so-called fake cricket has reduced ourselves to a situation where we have allowed Pakistan and the government of Pakistan to blackmail the people of India officially. Because maybe these organizers and broadcasters and sponsors of these cricket matches are showing their desperation to make money on an India-Pakistan cricket match. They don't understand that Pakistan uses everything as a lever. Pakistan has used its entire existence as a lever to make money from others. It's a country without anything, but it's used its geopolitical situation as a lever. It has even allowed Osama bin Laden to stay in a country. It has even used Osama bin Laden as a lever. Now we are allowing them to use cricket as a lever because we've been giving this feeling to the Pakistanis that we will go mad if they don't play cricket with us. We haven't. It's the BCCI, it's the ICC. And all this fakery that, ICC is a global body, we have no say, it's rubbish. The ICC is headed by the ex-head of the BCCI. And the ICC is 70% funded by India, so ICC and BCCI are the same. And both these organizations have allowed the Pakistanis to blackmail us. We've allowed the Pakistanis to throw a fit against India on a cricket tournament that we are the hosts of. It is shameful. We have given them the opportunity. I've been saying for a long time, why the hell do we need a World Cup? Bangladesh is saying they don't want to play with India. We say we won't, we will replace them with Scotland. And Pakistan says we're going to back Bangladesh. The moment this Pakistan-Bangladesh camaraderie began to happen, we should have understood that they are getting together to put India under pressure. But we've allowed it. We could have sent at that very moment that we will cancel the World Cup. If people are not complicit, we don't need to play a World Cup in which East Timor, maybe the western part of Sumatra, maybe the Seychelles Islands, Scotland and Iceland are participating just so that sponsors can make money. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is calling the shots. They put out a tweet saying, we will take part, but we will not play India. They have used the cricket pitch to open a front with India. I've been saying for weeks now, boycott the Pakistanis, cancel this stupid joke of a World Cup. This World Cup because of which we are being insulted every day. And I'm telling you, viewers, If you want your country to be insulted every day, then become a India-Pakistan cricket lover and say we don't give a damn about national interest. The government of India, the Modi government, the BCCI, ICC should have all taken positions on this much, much earlier. Why have we allowed cricket to become so important? What the hell is cricket? It's a game played by 6 or 7 countries that were once ruled by the British who now want to feel they are playing a global sport. It's madness. We could have done so much more. We could have avoided this situation. I request Sachin Tendulkar. I request Virat Kohli. I request MS Dhoni. I request Saurav Ganguly. I request all these so-called greats who've made so much money and got so much adulation, rightly so, because of cricket, to open their mouth and say something today. The problem is none of them will speak because they will think that tomorrow our rosy roti comes from the cricket circuit. We can't go against the establishment. That's also a shame. None of these people speak about these things. Ladies and gentlemen, what could we have done? We could have banned Pakistan completely from playing in India. We could have blocked visas on national security grounds. We could have replaced Pakistan with a qualifying team immediately. We could have put global pressure on the ICC to ensure Pakistan is replaced. We could have let the BCCI and the sports minister give clear answers to the people of India. We could have done all those things. What did we do? We did nothing. Why did we do nothing? Because these people in BCCI and ICC say that you cannot live without cricket. Can you live without cricket? I think you can. In a choice between national interest and cricket, will you put cricket first? I don't think you will. So don't let these people speak for you. Make this a big issue. Call for the cancellation of the World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, cancel the World Cup. Hashtag cancel the World Cup. Cancel this joke of a World Cup. Cancel this World Cup now. Don't allow the Pakistanis to blackmail you. Put this country in its place. Why did we fail to teach Pakistan a lesson? By saying we won't play a terror nation. We are having Operation Sindoor against them and we are desperate to play cricket against them. Who represents the interest of the people of India? The armed forces, the government of India, or the ICC? Enough is enough. Why did we allow Pakistan to set the terms? Why did we allow Pakistan and Bangladesh to set the terms? Will we at least now ask the ICC to boot out Pakistan or boot out the World Cup? Even today, I request the government of India to step in because it's the government of Pakistan which has made a statement. Let's not pretend it is a private body. It's not. Government of Pakistan has got involved. Government of Bangladesh has got involved. I say government in India also get involved. The government of India should say clearly that we have asked, given the fact that there are 2 countries who are trying to use a cricket so-called tournament into a position of getting a geopolitical advantage. We believe cricket is not above the country. We cancel the World Cup. I'm telling you that if the government does that, it will have the blessings of the people of India. Everybody will say, good decision by the government. Don't allow Pakistan and Bangladesh to boycott us. Let's not work through third parties. Let's not expect that BCCI will take a position because the BCCI will always say, we'll do whatever the government says. The ICC will say, we are a so-called independent body, as if they are in Switzerland. It is the government of India which must now show the way. And the government of India must say, enough is enough. We will not give Pakistan the opportunity to blackmail the people of India. To the people of India, I want to say, please say enough is enough. Please convey in whichever way you want to, using social media, elsewhere. You don't have to come only through Republic, but convey to the government of India, to the right bodies, to the ICC, BCCI, that you couldn't care less about a T20 match between India and Pakistan that is being used as a pivot and a lever of blackmail so that we can forget the sacrifices that have been made, so that we can forget Pahalgam, so that we can forget Pulwama. Tell these cricket people that you don't forgive, you don't forget. Raise your voice now. Cancel this World Cup. Let's debate.
Pakistan just turned the T20 World Cup into a geopolitical circus. Pakistan says it will play the tournament but will boycott the match against India.
Pakistan is blackmailing India. Bangladesh and Pakistan are jointly blackmailing India because they know that if they stop the India-Pakistan cricket matches, not so much the India-Bangladesh ones, then all hell will break loose. So they are using that one lever they have on us of cricket to blackmail us. And we are allowing ourselves to be blackmailed. I'm sorry, but we are allowing ourselves to be blackmailed because there is this stupid craze over India-Pakistan cricket.
Despite repeated calls from fans, former players, and everybody else to boycott or expel Pakistan, no real action was taken by the ICC. Cricket is a sport, not a stage for state-sponsored blackmail. It is time for the ICC to decide which side they stand on. Nation first, cricket later.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I call the camera persons back to the studio, please, so that those cameras can be moved on the right-hand side, please? Thank you very much. Okay, now, this stupid World Cup, this mad, crazy, stupid World Cup, it has caused us immense trouble. The point is, Rakesh, it is these Pakistanis who need the World Cup to survive. We don't need it. We don't need it, Rakesh, do we? I mean, they're getting a lot of fun. This small country is getting a lot of fun. They cancel the World Cup. They're being stupid. They're saying we will play, but we won't play India. Yeah, Rakesh Rao, can you just, Rakesh Rao is opening.
Yeah, Arnab, my take is that, that by taking this call, I think Pakistan has seriously shot itself on the foot. Seriously, they have actually done that because it is not hurting India that much. Their fans, their entire...
We can keep the pain in Indians.
We are going to hurt India by not playing India. They are not hurting India. They are hurting the revenue of ICC, the kind of money that
India-Pakistan window,
that particular match, India-Pakistan match makes. That is one part of it.
Keep changing.
And by doing it, who is gaining?
Change Kamil, let him speak, please. Please keep changing the windows. Don't have to take someone who is deliberately interrupting right now. Aditi, now that's fine.
What they've done is, this is a face-saving one because they've already taken a stand that we will stand by, that we are going to stand with Bangladesh. They couldn't have, boycotted it altogether. So they have actually done this. This spit and lick policy of Pakistan continues for me. They will say something, They will do something entirely different. So here also, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, they have made an ass of themselves globally by taking a call such as this.
Now, my point here is this, please, one. See, the point is this. Let's be a little reasonable on this thing, right? Fakhar Yusufzai on the right-hand side, please. Fakhar, the position that Pakistan earlier took was that if Bangladesh, right, is not playing, we will also not play. Okay, then we told you that, okay, you won't get the money. Abhi bura na mane, ye paise bhi chahiye aur drama bhi karna hai. Am I right, Rakesh? हाँ, समर, पैसे भी चाहिए. लालची बहुत है ये पाकिस्तानी, लालची है. पैसे चाहिए, ड्रामा भी करना है. हाँ, समर, पैसे लेंगे, हमसे ही पैसे लेंगे. They will take the money from us.
Arnab, ICC has made it amply clear that any of these gimmicks or the bluffs that carry on, firstly, ICC is very irritated in terms of what Mohsin Naqvi did with the trophy that were uncalled for, with his stature and position. At least agar kisi team ne haath nahi milaya doesn't mean that you as a minister will do such a thing. So that should not have been done. If he wanted his image to be good, he should have given the trophy. But either ways, ICC has outrightly said there will be sanctions, there will be consequences. And when it comes to dollars, when it comes to revenue, when it comes to money, the Pakistan government will not think twice. So this had to happen. It was just a noise and a attention-seeking gimmick which has been happening. They have been calling out the bluffs ever since so many months. I wouldn't want to go there. But you see, what I'm trying to say is, Arnab, that irrespective of whatever we keep saying or whatever we do, the World Cup is going to go ahead. Nobody is going to stop for anybody because it is an international event. So keeping everything in mind, at least we can make use of this platform of the World Cup and let the audience and the people of India who are going to cheer in this World Cup carry the flags of Baluchistan.
Samar. Okay, Samar, 1 minute. You said you will not play. But then don't play, fucker. Who's forcing you? Don't play. You said you will not play. Very good. Why didn't you say? Why did you change your mind?
PCB doesn't have money, Arnab.
Fucker, you said you're not playing.
Force Pakistan to play in a World Cup or not to play in a World Cup. Pakistan have a good position in the ICC. Pakistan is a top 10 team. Pakistan.
But you said you're not
won
playing.
So many
But you said you're not playing. Going to play. You said you were not going to play. No. So
no. Actually, no.
Change kaise hua? How did you change your mind?
Pakistan actually standing with Bangladesh, and why? In 2025, when Pakistan was hosting the Champions Trophy, India denied that we will not travel to Pakistan and we are not feeling safe to play in Pakistan. Therefore, we are going for the other neutral venue in UAE. Why not this for Bangladesh? I think so. Bangladesh.
But how come your love for Bangladesh has suddenly come up in the international platform? It has been many years. You never looked at Bangladesh as a team also.
Actually, exactly.
See, I'll tell you, this will lower the credibility when it comes to statements by your senior officials.
India was influencing Bangladesh, but from last 2 years, I think so in Dhaka, there is no India, there is in Islamabad or there is Pakistan, I think so. The situation is totally changed. This is the main thing. Pakistan is standing with Bangladesh. And
no, you didn't answer
so.
my question. Fucker. The question was,
why are your ministers
the question was, 1 minute. The question was, 1 point. See, the question is not being answered. And viewers, please notice the difficulty that the Pakistanis are having answering the most elementary question of all. You see, you should not make a threat that you can't follow up on, is the lesson that you should know. Major Nadeem, Pakistan said we will not play if this happens, if that happens. Now that continues to happen. Now you're saying you will play. Why do you want to play? Why you said, you said, am I right?
Decision.
No, you
basically,
said, Mr. Hoover, come in with Nadeem on this.
Just you said initially that Indian people are being insulted and we are insulting them on a daily basis, and they are being insulted since May from Operation Sindoor. You are reaping what you sow. You are the people.
Please don't connect.
No, 1 minute. Major Nadeem, I think very little of cricket. 1 minute. मेरी बात, Nadeem, listen to me. Nadeem, listen to me. Nadeem, listen. Nadeem, I'll tell you.
Nadeem, go see the photograph of the terrorist who's on a payroll.
Summer, 1 minute. Summer, don't go off track. Summer, don't go off track. Let me handle this guy. Now, Nadeem, listen to me. Nadeem, listen to me. Nadeem, listen. Thank you. Thank you. The fact is, listen, Nadeem, you see what is happening here is that you have to viewers. Just 1 minute, please. Reduce the volume. I don't want disturbance. See, Summer, Mr. Hoover, you have to understand the complex Pakistani psychology. To understand the present situation, you know, Rakesh, I always say take 2 steps back and you all listen to me. The reality is, make the windows appropriately, please. Yeah. Problem is, Mr. Hoover, that Pakistan as a country has an inferiority complex. Today we presented a budget, for example. The increase in our defense budget today is the size of the Pakistani defense budget.
Absolutely.
And even then.
Just one. Relax. The question is, don't scream in that Pakistani way. Don't behave like a Pakistani. Don't do Pakistani behavior on my program. Mr. Hoover, I say today call this. See, the only place where they feel that they are on the same level as us, not in sport, is cricket. I'm saying take this away from them.
The voice with you. You cancel
Mr. Hoover, take it. We cancel the World Cup.
Arnab,
I am for cancelling this World Cup.
We are no match for India. Be it in sport, be it economics, or be in whatever powers. We are far ahead of them. They need to accept that. What they have been doing is atrocious. They've been killing our people, and they also want our money.
You brought politics.
We are allowing this to happen.
Yeah, you refuse to handshake.
Pakistan is no match, especially now in cricket or whatever sport. And even economics, be it war or anywhere, they have no match for India. So let's accept that fact. Whoever it is, they need to understand that India is far ahead, is a superior country, is a superior power. So it's always better to play ball with India than to just keep rankling it all the time. So I would blame our government. This is a BCCI today has been snubbed. The ICC snubbed. The biggest snub is for India.
Do you agree about a poll on this?
And say, okay, we are not playing Pakistan. We are not going to entertain. That was it.
See, the point being tonight, Nadeem, Mr. Nadeem, let's not speak over each other. Adnan, I'll bring you in, but we'll all speak in controlled tones. There'll be Samar and Adnan next. Don't speak over each other. I'm coming to every Pakistani. See, Adnan, 2 days back you said that we will not play. We said, very good. You said that Salman Aga, all your Babar Azam, all these Afridi, we will not play. हम मर जाएंगे मगर नहीं खेलेंगे. तो I said, अच्छा है, अच्छी बात है, मत खेलिए. मैंने बोला समर, बोला हम मर जाएंगे, कुछ भी करेंगे, नहीं खेलेंगे, बांग्लादेश के साथ खड़े रहेंगे.
मैंने कहा था कि भारत के साथ नहीं खेलेंगे, हम भारत के साथ नहीं खेलेंगे. ये खबर सबसे पहले मैंने दी.
पैसे तो हमसे ले रहे हो.
हम हिंदुस्तान के साथ नहीं खेल रहे. And it is the decision.
अच्छा अदनान जी,
Samar, let him complete. He's frustrated today. He's boiling inside. He's boiling.
आज बड़ा चुप है, आज बड़ा मध्यम है.
आईसीसी ने
एक मिनट, समर, wait. समर, let him finish.
सुनने का हौसला रखिए.
देखो अदनान, आपने बोला कि आप क्रिकेट नहीं खेलोगे. आपने बोला ना खाएंगे ना खेलेंगे, कभी नहीं खेलेंगे, बॉयकॉट करेंगे. तो हमने बोला करिए. आज बोल रहे खेलेंगे क्योंकि पैसे चाहिए.
आपके बाप तो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, हम खेलेंगे वर्ल्ड कप भाई. क्रिकेट में आपसे ज्यादा अजारादारी पाकिस्तान की है. पाकिस्तान वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट, पाकिस्तानी टीम का पैशन, पाकिस्तानी टीम की क्रिकेट ही क्रिकेट की रौनक को बहाल करती है भाई.
अच्छा चलो, तो I'll tell you one thing. I cancel viewers. The problem is, Adnan, I'm hearing you. Adnan, you said we will pull out. I took you seriously. You said you are confused because you said we are pulling out. Now you're saying you're not. You didn't say that.
अरे यार रिकॉर्डिंग निकालो. हम भारत के साथ नहीं खेलेंगे, हम हिंदुस्तान के साथ नहीं खेलेंगे. ये क्या बात है?
मैं एक ही चीज
मत खेलो. One. Just 1 minute. I'll give a Punjabi reply. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. नहीं, you will enjoy it. समर, ये बोल रहे हैं.
नहीं खेलोगे. नंबर 1, नंबर 2, आईसीसी ने क्लियरली
one at a time please. समर,
जो पाकिस्तान की जो पीएसएल है, तुम्हारी पीएसएल में कोई भी
ऑडियो ठीक नहीं है. अदनान को लाओ और अदनान एंड राकेश, your audio is not right. I'll fix your audio. Can you listen to me? Put me on the India View section. Listen to me. First of all, I'll tell you one thing. Hey, listen, all the Pakistani friends. Hey, listen to me. I'm your well-wisher, right? Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Anulom, Vilom, calm down. देखिए, Adnan, I'm not insulting you. I'm just saying one thing. Listen to me.
I'm not insulting you.
You said to me, I am not insulting you. No, not yet, not yet. I don't want to insult you. I'm saying that आप लोगों को करने को कुछ नहीं है. Your Prime Minister is sitting and having meetings on whether you will play India. I mean, here we are. I sometimes think about the situation between these two countries. Today I spent the entire day. Today, Rakesh, I spent the entire day. I had experts from IIT Madras. I had finance experts, macroeconomic experts. We were all talking about whether. Look at the difference between these two countries. Look at the difference between India. Look at the difference between India and Pakistan today. I'll give you a live example. 2 minute Pakistan ke dost chup rahe. देखिए, all day we have been discussing, right, how India has given a tax holiday till 2047 to foreign cloud companies that provide cloud services globally by using data centers located in India, right? And the idea is to benefit this tax holiday. The condition is companies must ensure that the data remains anchored in India, which means the incentive for not operating of India is quite major, which means global cloud players must run their services using data centers located on Indian soil and crucially keep their data anchored here, because we are thinking of the future. This could be, this data is $1 trillion economy today. It could become a $2 to $3 trillion part tomorrow. We'll take a substantial part of it. The whole day today, Rakesh went in discussing data sovereignty in our country, data sovereignty, and the whole day went in Pakistan discussing कि cricket खेलेंगे कि नहीं खेलेंगे. This is the difference between India and Pakistan. इस country का कुछ नहीं होगा. इनके प्राइम मिनिस्टर हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर सुबह से बात कर रहे हैं डेटा सॉवरेंटी के बारे में वगैरह. उनके प्राइम मिनिस्टर बैठ के डिस्कस कर रहे हैं क्रिकेट खेलेंगे कि नहीं खेलेंगे. $30 बिलियन का नुकसान होगा. यही आपकी हैसियत है, यही आपकी हैसियत औकात है. दिस इज योर औकात. तो अदनान डोंट शाउट.
एक दिन ये डेटा भी उठा के ले आएंगे.
एक मिनट अदनान. ओके शाउट. अदनान शाउट. One at a time. I can't take everyone together. Adnan, listen. Adnan, see. Listen. I'll tell you one thing. I'm trying to explain something to you. I'll give you an answer to what you're saying. I want to Adnan, four Pakistanis on one side. I want to say 1 versus 4.
This logo is hurting you.
Chill pill. Get a chill pill. Now listen. The question is this. See. Samad, don't get into a serious conversation, yaar. Listen to me. I have an answer in very simple terms, Nadeem, for you. Just listen to me. I'll give a very short answer in English and then I'll speak in Punjabi. ठीक है ना? तो इंग्लिश में आंसर है.
ready for even the Punjabi and Sindhi.
मैं भी एक्सेंट नहीं, मैं बिल्कुल अच्छे एक्सेंट में बोलूंगा. अस्सी तोसी नहीं, मेरी बात सुनिए. Not अस्सी तोसी. My question is that you've been saying, अरे यार नदीम, listen. You've been saying that we'll play, won't play, will play, don't play, won't play, will play, won't play, won't play, will play, won't play. I'm saying in English, my English reply, volume down.
Cancel it.
My English reply to the Pakistanis is that you guys have been saying non-stop, we will not play, we won't do that. I'm saying to you, in English the answer is,
yes.
Frankly, who cares whether you play or not play? In Punjabi, the answer would be, Manuki, don't play. Go to hell. Manuki, don't play. End of story. Yes, क्या इसको national issue बना के रखा है? Don't play, खत्म बात, जाओ. मत खेलिए आप.
बंद करें.
हाँ, बंद कर दीजिए ना. Close this damn stupid World Cup. I'm calling it a stupid World Cup. बंद कर दीजिए इसको.
You can't dare
You can't.
आपकी नेशन की इंसल्ट डेली बेसिस.
God, I'll tell you, Rakesh, now answer this, please. Viewers, do you agree with me that we should cancel the World Cup? Then please raise your voice. Give me a Twitter poll right now. Rakesh,
Yes, cancel the World Cup.
Cancel it, no.
First of all,
cancel this damn stupid World Cup.
You should speak to this Adnan guy in a language that he understands.
Yeah, Rakesh, you speak to him in the language he'll understand. One verse.
Every time you ask him to listen,
Okay, Rakesh,
if you say chill pill, he doesn't understand a word of what you're saying.
He
So,
doesn't.
First of all, you have to either mute him or at least, let this debate go further. He doesn't understand. So
He's not even letting the other Pakistanis speak.
That's one. Number two, if Pakistanis have said we are not going to play, we are not going to play India, who loses? Tomorrow if ICC, issues sanctions against them, they'll have to bear the brunt of it, whether you like it or not. BCCI will have no role.
They can't
The
dare.
ICC will take over.
It is our right.
Because it is trying to
It is
hurt
our right.
ICC. It hasn't hurt BCCI. Because it goes like this. For every 1 rupee that Pakistan brings in, India brings in 6. The ratio is 1:6. Okay. Now the point is, India receives also that way. We receive 6. They receive 1. So by denying India or whatever, they think that, look, we have scored a point against India. It's not hurting India. India has plenty. It is Pakistan's decision. It really baffles me again.
So why are you
the
so
hell
worried?
did they take this sort
Why
of a
are you
decision?
worried, Rakesh? Why-
And they've already alerted
are you
ICC
saying that
look, we
your
are
nation
either
is
going to play
being
India with a
insulted?
black band on,
Can I
or we
play
are
a
not
poll?
going to play India at all, or we are thinking of boycotting the tournament altogether. After all this, if they've taken a
Rakesh,
mid-path, this
why-
is only a face-saving decision. They still want to be in the mix of the World Cup by beating teams like Namibia and USA. They don't want to spoil that record any further because they're genuinely scared of playing India. This is another evidence of their inferiority complex, which is growing by the day. And it is not because I'm saying so. Their actions speak for what they're doing. This is nothing but a complex nation trying to escape another defeat at the hands of India. That is what they're trying to do. That otherwise, their own people, they take BCP, they take their cricketers to task. That is one situation they've avoided by doing this, but ICC sanctions will be in place. Mark my words.
You refuse to play Pakistan in Pakistan. Okay? It was you who brought the politics inside. You are reaping what you sow. This is tit for tat. It is not a political decision.
You are missing the point.
It is
you
against
think by not playing against India, you have hurt us. No, you have not.
Right?
India will celebrate. India will celebrate your decision because it's a foolhardy thing to do. It is nothing but a foolish decision, honestly. You have hurt a Pakistani fan because now you don't have a base to show further. You are escaping. You're running away from the battlefield, my dear friend.
We
You
will
don't realize
insult your
that.
double standard.
Escapism is no
propagate
escape.
your double standard.
Irshad.
Rakesh bhai, it is a double standard.
Irshad, tell me one thing. Irshad, just one minute. Irshad,
This is injustice to Bangladesh and Pakistan.
you said, it's all right. You said that you will not play, India. You said you will not play in the World Cup. You said you will support Bangladesh and stay out of the World Cup. So why don't you remain consistent? आपने जो कहा इरशाद जी, है ना? आप पाकिस्तानी फिर भी कोई बात कुछ कहते हैं, उसकी कोई स्टैंड तो होनी चाहिए ना? या समझ? ये पाकिस्तानी आज कुछ बोलते हैं, कल उनको बोलेंगे पैसा देंगे तो नहीं, इरशाद don't play. इरशाद, we are going to insult you more. Don't play. पैसों के लिए इतना गिर मत जाइए इरशाद जी।
बोलने तो दें। मैं कह रहा हूं कि पाकिस्तान ने आपको क्या लगता नहीं है कि औकात दिखा दी आपकी कि आपकी औकात ये है कि आप बांग्लादेश से नहीं खेलेंगे, आपको कोई पसंद नहीं करेगा दुनिया का मुल्क।
अरे मत,
देखिए बात ये है,
आपने बोला आप नहीं खेलेंगे। आई एम रिमाइंडिंग यू कि आपने बोला आप नहीं खेलेंगे, आपने बोला नहीं खेलेंगे, आज बोल रहे खेलेंगे, खेलना चाहते हैं। Are you mad? Can't you remain stay consistent on anything? You're all in it for the money. You're in it for the money. आप पैसे छोड़ के कुछ देख नहीं सकते.
आपकी औकात दिखाई आपको.
भाई आपको अच्छा okay listen Rakesh we'll give you the money but don't play.
आप हर जगह दहशतगर्दी फैलाना चाहते हैं.
ये बोल रहे हैं हमने इंडिया को औकात दिखा दी. You are showing what you are made of. It's a pity. A nation of 20 plus crores or whatever that you are. This is one of the lowest moments of your cricketing moment. You know, your cricket, so to speak. Globally, you have put yourself down. Australia, England, all must be laughing at you. Forget India.
Yeah, Irshad.
No problem.
Irshad, 1 versus 1.
They will advance deeper into the World Cup. You will struggle. Your fans, your PCB is going to be at a loss. It won't hurt India. Trust me.
Should I open up the lines, ladies and gentlemen? This is getting really bad. I got Ajit Nair from Bengaluru. Ajit, what do you think? Ajit?
Ajit, good evening, Arnab. I have one statement for the Pakistani panelists and one question to you. So the Pakistani panel, what I have to say is, I like the spirit with which they are saying. I really hope that at least 40% of Indians who are taking the stand, what they are taking. In that, Arnab, I am a middle class Indian. I can send you 100 kilo atta, pyaj, tomato for your spirit. Second is to Arnab, to you. See, we have always seen that cricket is a gentleman's game. I can understand that, भिखारियों में भी gentleman होता है, लेकिन ये सूरों का खेल.
No, okay, now thank you. 1 minute. No. Okay, now 1 minute. Just one. Now the question is, remain civil during the calls. The reality is this, please. I just want to say one thing. Reality is, Adnan, see, I'll tell you one thing. Don't fall to that level. Okay, now my question is here, viewers. Our threats, the Pakistanis have been threatening to boycott for 66 days. हमें भी उम्मीद थी आप boycott करेंगे. हमें उम्मीद थी आप करेंगे.
ये आईसीसी के सैंक्शन से डर गए हैं.
अब कमील हमें उम्मीद थी. कमील, I still hope that you'll boycott. Why did you change your line?
जो इंडिया पाकिस्तान के साथ करना चाह रहा था, इंडिया उसी बात पे बुरा मान गया जो इंडिया पाकिस्तान के साथ करना चाह रहा था. तो मेरे ख्याल से पीसीबी को तो ये डिसीजन बहुत पहले ले लेना चाहिए था, जो अभी इंडिया के साथ अभी लिया गया है. अब अगर पाकिस्तान से खेले बगैर अगर आप अभी खुश हैं, तो क्यों आपको इतनी दर्द हो रही है? क्यों आप
मुझे तो दर्द हो ही नहीं रही है. मैं तो पूरा वर्ल्ड कप कैंसिल कराना चाहता हूँ. ये स्टूपिड गेम.
तो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ.
मैं तो 1 minute. Mr. Hoover, see these Pakistanis. See how the Pakistanis are behaving, Mr. Hoover. Writing is on the wall.
Yeah, they need to understand that we are way ahead of them in all aspects of life. So they need to understand that India was providing the money for cricket, for sustaining PCB. But
that's
today,
I just am
aghast that our own government
ICC
has let us down.
Facing such a big humiliation right now.
No, Kamil, I want to tell you one thing. See the gap. We have to keep reminding them about the gap, Mr. Hoover. Can I get the guests on the right-hand side? It was replaced by a plate right now. Mr. Rakesh, we need to keep reminding the Pakistanis. Hello, in 2 weeks from now, 40 heads of government, Fakar, listen to me, 40 heads of government will be flying down to New Delhi for the Global AI Summit. And India is one of the leading artificial intelligence innovators globally in the first tier of AI innovation, right? Enterprise AI and every form of AI innovation. Do you even know what the full form of AI is in your country? Do you have a single AI company? Rakesh, general knowledge, do you have a single globally recognized AI company? Do you even know what we are talking about?
Artificial intelligence, I think so. You shouldn't discuss this.
No, I'm asking you a question because for you this is such a big deal whether we play cricket.
It shouldn't be your topic. Your topic should be about your defense budget, your budget, or the other one.
I have debated that all day. I'm just.
Fakar. Why you are discussing the?
Wait, I'll tell you one thing because it's like I'll tell you, it's like, you wouldn't understand it actually, because you are in different. Your prime minister spent his whole day debating this issue. Now they've come with a conclusion. They have said this, and by the way, Rakesh, PCB has not made the statement. The government of Pakistan has made the statement on PCB's behalf, which means this is the most important issue in Pakistan today for their government. The government of Pakistan has issued a statement. They are so stupid. Their government has got dragged into this, right? Which shows their priorities, Rakesh. This is their only priority right now.
You know, Arnab, if you just go back, there was a time when Ramiz Raja was heading the PCB, like not so long ago. He has gone on record saying that if India doesn't pay up, if India doesn't take care of the ICC and bring in that kind of money, PCB will have to shut shop. He has gone on record. I'm not saying that. That is coming from the ex-PCB chief, Ramiz Raja, ex-cricketer. Now, the point is, they are telling us that we have shown you your aukat. I mean, you take a decision which is, as I said, you shoot yourself in the foot, and you are that sort of a person. You will cut your nose to spite a fly. It is exactly that. You are losing ground, and trust me, you may not be able to see it today.
You are bribing ICC. Rakesh, what you are saying, it means you are bribing ICC. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Feel some shame. You are saying that you are bribing ICC.
Rakesh,
this is what Arnab said.
We are not bribing ICC. Ramiz Raja said, don't put words in my mouth. You fail to understand simple English.
Rakesh is saying,
Ramiz Raja said, if India wants PCB, will have to shut shop. This is what Ramiz Raja said, not me. Bribing doesn't even arise. We bring in the money. Don't you understand simple English, my dear friend?
You are bribing. Rakesh, this is...
Pawan from Ahmedabad. Pawan, what's the way out here? Pawan, let's get a viewer in. Pawan, what do you think? Pawan, just limit yourself, Pawan, to the main point. Should we cancel the World Cup or continue doing this nonsense?
Hello?
Pawan, should we cancel the World Cup? What's your take?
Hello? Hello, sir?
Pawan, switch off your TV, otherwise you won't hear me. Should we cancel the World Cup?
Okay. Why should? Hello?
Pawan, your audio is not good.
नहीं आपसे बात हो रही है अर्नब जी।
हाँ हो रही है। पवन जी, आपको क्या लगता है वर्ल्ड कप अभी इसके बाद भी होनी चाहिए कि बंद कर देनी चाहिए?
नहीं अर्नब जी, आपकी बात सही है। आप एक तो मेरे को आप बताइए, नमस्कार आपको।
नमस्कार।
बहुत, परंतु मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है आप इन लोगों को क्यों लेके आते हैं?
नहीं देखिए, ये पवन जी, ये जो पाकिस्तानी है ना, इनकी मेंटालिटी समझनी बहुत जरूरी है। इनके लिए क्रिकेट इन्होंने एक ऐसा मुद्दा बना दिया, इनको लगता है इक्वल हो गया। मैं तो कह रहा हूं ये वर्ल्ड कप बंद करिए, क्रिकेट बंद करिए, आगे बढ़िए। इनको लग रहा है दिस इज द बिगेस्ट इशू। इनके सरकार ने ट्वीट किया है कि इंडिया के खिलाफ नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि सरकार वाला मुद्दा है, इनकी कोई लेवल ही नहीं है। स्वरणजीत फ्रॉम पटना। स्वरणजीत।
Hi Arnab, hi the panelists. So I have two questions. So the first one is, what is the logic behind this? Because the Indian senior team has played 3 matches since the Pahalgam attack and Operation Sindoor against Pakistan. Tonight, and I think an hour ago, they lost against the Indian under-19 team in the World Cup. So what is the decision apart from, diverting the public attention? It seems like the government of Pakistan is doing this to, make this the biggest national issue in their country. And divert the... Yeah, it is because they don't have other work to do.
It is. They think they are doing great geopolitics over this. And the only response to this is to cancel it. Ram from Jammu. Ram.
Yeah. Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening, Ram.
My point is, I have 2 points. One is, why not to cancel the World Cup? Because we have suffered from these Pakistanis and we don't want to play with them. Secondly, one of the gentlemen from Pakistan said that औकात दिखा देंगे। अरे क्या औकात दिखाएंगे? आपके पास जर्सी खरीदने के लिए तो पैसे नहीं है, एंड यू आर बेगर। और फिर आपके मिनिस्टर जो हैं वो ट्रॉफी लेके भाग जाते हैं जब हार जाते हो आप। तो शर्म आनी चाहिए आपको टीवी पे आते हुए भी और ऐसी बातें करते हुए भी।
Fantastic, Ram. Fantastic, Ram. Good response there. Vedrendra from Bangalore. Vedrendra. Hi, Ved.
Hello, Arnab.
Yeah.
With all respect to everyone in India, my simple point is, father and son, who is in the top power. One is a home minister, one is a BCCI and ICCI owner, almost. If they decide, it can close tomorrow.
It can close tomorrow. Do you think, what is your take? You want it closed, Vedrandra?
Close, of course.
That's the point. Everybody, you are representing the views of the people of this country. People want it to go. Padma from Bengaluru, a lot of calls tonight. Padma, should it be closed? We should still go ahead with this.
Good evening, sir, and hats off.
Yeah.
ये मुद्दा उठाने के लिए I am very happy. First of all, when they are blackmailing, boycott India, first of all, we should boycott the World Cup and we should not play any cricket with them or any. When they are boycotting,
multilateral, bilateral, everything. We should just cancel it off. फिर देखते हैं ना इनका कौन किसकी कितनी औकात है उसके बाद. Cancel it off. Right, Rakesh? Cancel कर दे.
No, I have a different take, Arnab. I'm saying it's too late for that, because if you take that decision today, tomorrow, Pakistan will be dancing through the streets of their own country, the streets of Dubai. They'll say, look, we boycotted, and India, because of that, they feel that there can be no World Cup without Pakistan playing India. It's too late.
So kick out. So you're saying carry on. But if Pakistan tries to put a condition, use that to throw them out. But that's still a chess game. And I would say one thing here: Pakistan's an enemy country. You don't play chess with enemies. Remember one thing, Nadeem, you're an enemy country.
Be it chess or cricket.
We won't play chess with you.
We are that enemy.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we talk about AI, they talk about cricket. We talk about data sovereignty. They talk about the 270 terrorist outfits that operate there. Ladies and gentlemen, let us not allow these Pakistanis who use cricket as something to try and balance out with us. We must take a stand. Cancel the World Cup. Though it was 50-50 on that in terms of public view, I'd go along with that. I can only say cricket is not above the nation. See you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Republic, nation first. In association with Gallant, Nirman Ka real hero.
Co-powered by the all-new Kia Seltos. Badass forever.
Come. Riya. Come. My daughter Riya is gonna be a pilot, right?
My little girl will be a fashion designer for sure.
Oh.
Whatever Riya becomes, LIC's Amrit Bal Children policy will always be there for her. बड़े सपनों का रखे ख्याल।
क्या है भाई तानू? अचानक दर्द उठा।
ठीक है सर? हाँ, बस आया तेज हो गया।
डॉक्टर ने दिखा रहा है।
डॉक्टर दा मतलब खर्चा? प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल दा बिल इंश्योरेंस कवर करूगी कि नहीं?
मुख्यमंत्री सहज योजना कार्ड हैगा? फिर कोई टेंशन नहीं, थोड़ा सारा ट्रीटमेंट कैशलेस हो।
पैसे ज्यादा लगणगे?
चिंता ना करो, सारा इलाज बिना पैसे दे होएगा।
बिना पैसे दे?
जी हाँ, पंजाब सरकार पहली स्टेट सरकार बनी है जो ये सुविधा दे रही है।
हरेक नागरिक जिहड़ा है वो मुख्यमंत्री सेहत कार्ड जो बन गया तो 10 लाख रुपये का मुफ्त ते कैशलैस जिहड़ा इलाज कराउण दे काबिल भी होगा, एलिजिबल भी होगा।
The Punjab government has introduced the world's first health scheme. Now, no citizen of Punjab will be denied quality treatment due to lack of money. Healthcare is a right for all.
Pressure, passion, and pride collide for one title. Emotions running high. No room for error as the final approaches. Tata WPL, Eliminator 3rd February. Final 5th February at 6:30 p.m.
अब तो अपना फैशन अपडेट कर लो।
अगले महीने।
वक्त बदल गया है,
अब तो स्मार्ट वॉच ले लो।
अगले महीने।
सुनो, साथ में डांस क्लास ज्वाइन करें?
अगले महीने।
अगले महीने नहीं, इसी महीने।
इसी
सीनियर सिटीजन्स के लिए जना बैंक का नया सेविंग्स अकाउंट जो बिना डिले हर महीने इंटरेस्ट क्रेडिट करे, तो अगले महीने नहीं, सब इसी महीने। जना बैंक।
With segment's first iSwipe touch gesture control, new urban tan interiors, sporty alloy wheels and redesigned grille. The all-new MG Hector design.
R Pure Shahi Paneer Masala, delicious, healthy, every day.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप। थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा। थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा।
राजा आर प्योर मसाला, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च। आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
R Pure Shahi Paneer Masala, delicious, healthy, every day.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Simple terms. The Russians have clearly warned America thus far and no further. And if you think that we will do nothing when there is an existential regime to one of our very close allies, Iran, well then you are barking up the wrong tree. And they have supplied Kinzhal hypersonic missiles to Iran, with the help of which these Kinzhal hypersonic missiles, with its own hypersonic missiles, Iran can sink the Abraham Lincoln and many capital ships. And look at the media disaster that would be. Donald Trump doesn't want to put boots on the ground, he can't afford to, not in Iran.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
MDH
प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
The United States, Israel and the MI6 of United Kingdom, they had launched a major regime change operation in Iran this year. The aim was whose backyard is Iran? It's nobody's backyard, yet there are vital stakes there for the Chinese, for the Russians, the Americans. It is the oil cockpit of the world and America wants to control the outflow. The problem is, sir, that Iran is not Venezuela. Iran can hit back and hit back hard. None of its capabilities to hit back have been degraded in the slightest degree. And Donald Trump had to eat crow and back off and start looking for off-ramps. The first off-ramp he chose was they had threatened to hang some 850 citizens, and because I pressurized them, they said they are not hanging them. They've said, the Supreme Court of Iran has said, yes, we will hang them. Off-ramp gone. So what does Donald Trump do? To save face, he starts moving in huge armadas. The Chairman, Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States clearly told Donald Trump that, look, we thought
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला,
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, ये हित तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरी राजा, सबका राजा प्योर मसाला।
simple terms. The Russians have clearly warned America.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin our live evening coverage of the budget analysis this evening at 7 o'clock. And at a time when the global economy is navigating turbulence, from geopolitical flashpoints to slowing growth and tightening capital, this union budget arrived with a clear message: stability over spectacle, strategy over short-termism. This is a budget that looks beyond the immediate horizon, a budget that places big bets on data, defense, manufacturing, and nuclear energy, not just as sectors, but as pillars of India's self-reliance. So is the stable budget the one that India needs right now? I believe that this time, while there were no major announcements on taxation or any fiscal surprises, we may not have had a headline-grabbing budget in that sense, but the underlying message is about continuity, stability, and a deliberate push towards Viksit Bharat. In fact, a few of the schemes, few of the policy decisions were aimed at looking forward right up to 2047. So I call this a long-term budget, not just a long-term view that the budget has, but a long-term budget, a budget about committing to India's growth beyond the next fiscal. Here are details on why it is so.
The Union Budget for financial year 2026-2027 charts India's course toward a tech-driven, secure and self-reliant future.
It's a policy direction thing rather than what we are going to do thing. And that itself is the headline you should draw. The government has downplayed the budget this year. It's a stability budget. The government is saying we are a stable country. And we have our inflation control, we have price stability, we increase our capital expenditure, fiscal consolidation is fantastic. The drivers of domestic growth are there. We are doing what we can, and the government is looking at the private sector can step in.
A blueprint firmly aligned with India's long-term vision of Atmanirbharta by 2047.
Our government, led by Honorable Prime Minister Modi, has decisively and consistently chosen action over ambivalence, reform over rhetoric, and people over populism.
Points to slowing growth and tightening capital, this union budget arrived with a clear message. Stability over spectacle, strategy over short-termism. This is a budget that looks beyond the immediate horizon. A budget that places big bets on data, defense, manufacturing, and nuclear energy, not just as sectors, but as pillars of India's self-reliance. So is the stable budget the one that India needs right now? I believe that this time, while there were no major announcements on taxation or any fiscal surprises, we may not have had a headline-grabbing budget in that sense, but the underlying message is about continuity, stability, and a deliberate push towards Viksit Bharat. In fact, a few of the schemes, few of the policy decisions were aimed at looking forward right up to 2047. So I call this a long-term budget, not just a long-term view that the budget has, but a long-term budget, a budget about committing to India's growth beyond the next fiscal. Here are details on why it is so.
The Union Budget for financial year 2026-2027 charts India's course toward a tech-driven, secure and self-reliant future.
It's a policy direction thing rather than what we are going to do thing. And that itself is the headline you should draw. The government has downplayed the budget this year. It's a stability budget. The government is saying we are a stable country. And we have our inflation control, we have price stability, we increase our capital expenditure, fiscal consolidation is fantastic. The drivers of domestic growth are there. We are doing what we can, and the government is looking at the private sector can step in.
A blueprint firmly aligned with India's long-term vision of Atmanirbharta by 2047.
Our government, led by Honorable Prime Minister Modi, has decisively and consistently chosen action over ambivalence, reform over rhetoric, and people over populism. We have pursued far-reaching structural reforms, fiscal prudence and monetary stability, whilst maintaining a strong thrust on public investment. Keeping Atmanirbharta as a lodestar, as a growing economy with expanding trade and capital needs, India must also remain deeply integrated with global markets, exporting more and attracting stable long-term investment.
A major boost for data and cloud infrastructure, FDI in data centers gets extended tax holidays till 2047, positioning India as a global digital backbone. From digital dominance to manufacturing muscle, the government is placing bold economic bets amid a volatile global landscape.
First, let me say that these are very complex times we are living in. There's heavy geopolitical fragmentation. There's a breakdown in global supply chains. Global polity is impacted, and it's very important that India at this point is fiscally responsible. It's fiscally prudent, and I would really say that Finance Minister has been very disciplined in bringing the fiscal deficit down to 4.3%, bringing the GDP, the debt to GDP ratio down to 55.6%, and yet increasing the capex spend to 12.2 lakh crores, which in effect really means that your effective capex spend goes up to almost 4.4% of your GDP, which is enormous. It has never happened before in the history.
The first budget since Operation Sindoor, the allocations indicate careful short-term planning focused on phased growth over rushed procurements. A decisive leap towards India's defence modernization goal, keeping our long-term national security in mind.
If you look at the defense budget, it's almost 18 to 20% increase in the defense expenditure. We have one new element now in the defense expenditure, which is called emergency procurement. It was there last year, but it has become much larger now. And hopefully it will continue into something called a fast-track procurement process, because they want to reduce the procurement time cycle for defense procurement. And that's the reason why you see this whole increase that you are seeing in defense expenditure. Even the capital expenditure has been increased by almost 25% by 2.35 lakh crores. And, I think whoever is in the defense industry is very thrilled with this, that whole continued push, which was, and no unnecessary surprises that came in the budget. So we are very grateful to Madam Finance Minister, who has delivered the continuity and delivered growth in this area.
Encompassing nuclear, data and defence, the NDD budget extends customs duty exemptions on nuclear power imports till 2035, strengthening India's clean energy ambitions.
If I look at the broader customs, it is about making manufacturing more competitive, making exports more competitive, focusing a lot on simplification, and those areas which are of strategic importance to India. How do you ensure that you get power and others and build the new power plants on a more competitive basis so it encourages manufacturing overall?
The railways also gain momentum, with a 10.2% rise in allocation laying the tracks for India's expanding future with 7 high-speed rail routes. The blueprint for a stable budget that looks at the long term in an uncertain global environment.
One member of the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council, Sanjeev Sanyal, joins me now. Sanjeev, hi, good evening, and thank you for coming this evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Sanjeev, this budget, some people have said there is no singular headline in the budget. No one big announcement. Not one big fiscal surprise or a taxation surprise. It wasn't a major event in that sense, is the critique. I would like you to respond to that first.
Well, ultimately the budget is a fiscal document. We have had a huge slew of reforms recently, the labor reforms, the European Union, India, FTA. So there have been a whole bunch of announcements on the economic front. The fiscal document should obviously, given that growth is running at over 7%, inflation is not an issue. If we are not going to right now invest into macroeconomic stability, where will we? So if you look at the fiscal consolidation that's carried out, we are now seeing the fiscal deficit down to 4.3%. The debt to GDP ratio is now running a little above 55%, significantly down from the spike during COVID. So all of this is happening during a time when the rest of the world is facing serious problems maintaining macroeconomic stability and debt dynamics. So I think the main signal that is being sent is that, look, we have decent growth and very controlled inflation right now. We are investing in the foundations of macro stability. And by the way, it's not just the fiscal. Just 2 days ago, the economics survey also came out and showed that the net NPA levels of the banking system is down at 0.5%, the lowest in a long time. So macro stability is the first signal being sent, and therefore you've also seen no populist reveries for state elections either.
No populist reveries for state elections?
State elections.
But doesn't that happen at a state level nowadays? Because every political party is competing at a state level. And that's not stopping even in Bengal or Assam or anywhere else.
Maybe. Maybe the case, but the central government, as you can see, has clearly signaled macro stability as being an important anchor for the next 25 years of growth. You very often don't give enough credit to macro stability, except when things go wrong and inflation goes spiraling out or something like that. But to have sustained the world's highest GDP growth rates with inflation being essentially non-existent, in fact, some may argue even that it's too low, is a very creditable performance.
Sanjeev, the government announced a tax holiday for any foreign company that provides cloud services to global customers and to Indian customers through Indian reseller entities. Essentially, the idea seems to be at data sovereignty, but what was interesting was that this was all the way to 2047, which means there's a long-term view, that we need to take a long-term view. This is the government's position. This is not today's government's position. This is the position of the government of India. Could this, first of all, I want you to explain that to some of our panelists, everyone who's here. Subhranshu, right? We'd love to hear. Sushil Kedia is with us. Lokesh is with us. Am I asking the right question on this? Absolutely. You want to add something on that? Subhranshu wants to add something on that. Yes, Subhranshu, yeah.
Sanya is absolutely right. I think this is a method budget. It's played in the test cricket style, not T20. I think there's an eye on the second horizon as well. There was nothing knee-jerk. There was nothing reflexive. There's no panic. Modi 3.0 seems to be very poised, very comfortable in its skin. I think the purpose of the budget is not to tickle the market on any given day. So I think this is reflecting for the long term. And, I take that. But my point was to you, particularly, Sanjeev, that why take this tax holiday all the way up to 2047?
Well, this is a strategic call. So let me explain. You see, we have this huge digital industry. We all love our software and IT industry. But let us be very clear. We are vulnerable in very fundamental ways. Much of all of this AI and all these kinds of things that we are doing are not happening out of servers that are based in India, which is almost like keeping your foreign exchange reserves in somebody else's vaults. If they want to switch it off, they'll switch it off. So, you can invest all you want in defense. If in a digital world, switching your digital system off is good enough. Now, of course, we will invest in it ourselves, but having some of this based physically in India is, I think, a geostrategic investment. It's not merely an economic thing. It's a geostrategic investment thing. So I think we do need to give investors, including foreign investors, enough visibility to be willing to put serious money on the ground on this.
Yes. PK, does this mean you think that Microsoft, Google, Amazon will all start using more Indian data centers?
Yes. The idea is that they will be induced to do things like that. It may not be necessarily Microsoft, it may be new players. But the size of the investment that they put into India could pay off massively because we have an enormous cost advantage. And therefore, it makes sense for both the existing and emerging players to take advantage of this enormous opportunity, 21-year tax holiday, to really place massive amounts of investment into India, where the skill sets are available to fully exploit the opportunity.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Those investments are already flowing in much before the budget.
Yeah.
Google's made a big announcement for a data center in Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah.
Amazon is already very big in terms of localizing cloud-based data centers in India. But the more important point is, let's not forget that India is also already amongst the largest, if not the largest, base of individual subscribers for large language models like ChatGPT. I'll do those wall graphics later.
Thank you so much. Yeah, please. Yeah.
ChatGPT, for example, has Indians are the #1 subscriber population on the planet.
Yeah.
And as the economy grows with 1.3 billion people, it makes eminent sense for the large players to have data capacities in India as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Aditi. Thank you, Aditi. Not too many instructions, please, while I'm anchoring. Tell me, Sanjeev, I'm trying to get a headline out of this budget. I'm finding it difficult. And that should not be the case. You agree with me, PK? Yeah, so we say, yes, there's a long-term view. We were told that Part B will be extremely sort of, noticed by the global community as giving a long-term vision. Second point I take with a long-term view is the bolstering on defense. I'm trying to build a theme here that there's a long-term view, but is there? Possibly on defense, there's an 18% increase. Then there is on nuclear, there is a transition, there's a view to harness nuclear power, so there's exemption on custom duty on import of goods required for nuclear power projects till 2035. But after that, I'm drawing a blank. After that, Sanjeev, I'm drawing a blank. I'm not quite sure.
Macro stability.
If I'm missing something. Pardon me? Macro stability.
See, now, this fiscal year, we've had two things already.
I don't know why.
We've already had a substantial reduction in the GST in the course of the fiscal year. Halfway through the fiscal year, there was the GST reforms were put into place. And what is interesting is that despite the reduction in GST rates, we are continuing to see GST revenue stay strong. It has grown about 7.5% year on year in calendar year 2025. And there's a lot of focus that people have on the weakness of EPS growth. But what is interesting is that if you look at corporate tax revenue growth, in the last 12 months, we now have data for December, which came out the day after the economic survey. So that shows a very strong pickup in corporate tax revenue. And as a result, in the first 9 months of the fiscal year, the fiscal deficit was only 54.5% of the full year target. Of course, that was helped by non-tax revenue. But on the tax revenue side, corporate tax revenue is picking up strongly. And income tax revenue, despite the cuts in last year's budget, rates were cut across the board, continues to grow around 6.5%. So we have a very robust economic picture. Macroeconomically, we are likely to grow 8.5%. I think the government is being highly conservative with a 7.4% forecast for this year.
No, but I just one point. Just one point. One point. Let me push. 1 minute. Sanjeev says that the big headline is macroeconomic stability.
Current account. No,
just PK, hold on, PK.
Why should you underestimate
strategic investment?
PK, 1 minute. Is that, see, no, I'm not saying why. I'm not saying why. It was mentioned earlier today as part of our analysis that there have been many countries that hit a 4 trillion mark, but didn't grow as aggressively as China did after hitting a similar figure. And this is a reality, that many countries hit a 3-4 trillion mark, but didn't grow beyond that. China is actually one of the exceptions. And I was just wondering whether it would be too cynical a view to say that while we emphasize stability, we need to go a little bit beyond macroeconomic stability to look at clarity in terms of where is the big announcement / push / vision on manufacturing, for example. Yeah, am I right here? Am I asking for the moon and the stars?
I'm sorry.
And everything combined here?
Arnab, no, Arnab. No, Arnab, you have to understand that a budget is a fiscal document. Its emphasis must be on macroeconomic stability. In a country we are seeing GDP growth growing well over 7%. Inflation is not under pressure. Emphasizing fiscal consolidation is not a trivial thing. And as I mentioned earlier, we have also had dramatic improvements in the health of our financial system. Why are you underestimating this?
No, I'm not
exercise is not for creating headlines for the media. It has got to do with
Sanjeev, I'm not underestimating anything. I'm just asking you whether beyond macroeconomic stability there is a big story that we need to look at.
The big story is that India is the fastest growing economy in the world. And, we are achieving this growth without stressing the macros. This is not a trivial issue. And as PK just pointed out to you, and you yourself also mentioned, one of the things of history is that you do see countries go through phases of growth. Like, for example, the Southeast Asian countries went through, in the 90s, a phase of growth. But then they did it with macroeconomic, making massive macroeconomic sacrifices on their financial system.
Yeah.
The result was that after 5-6 years of high growth, it all fell apart. What we are doing is bolstering the foundations so that you can keep doing this 7%. And remember, we are doing it under a situation where the world is in extreme disarray. Now, supposing the world does fall into place and this global trade situation improves, we will be easily able to sustain 8% plus growth rates. But to do that, your economy has to be around in a good shape to take advantage of the high growth phases, which is what China did in the 2000s. It's not like China grew fast throughout the entire phase. It's basically between 2001 and 2007, it grew at double-digit rates. But for that, it had to hang around past the Asian crisis and be able to do that. What we are doing, consequently, we are creating the foundations for that. And meanwhile, we are still growing at very, very fast rates. It's not like we are growing at slow rates. 7.4% is not to be sniffed at.
No, nobody's sniffing at it. I'm just asking you that you said that its budget is a fiscal document, and hence, essentially, it is the fiscal numbers. It is not meant to be a larger policy statement than that, and that, I believe, is part of an overall trend over the last few years, not to expect too much out of the budget, right, Abhishek?
Yes, most of the reforms happen outside of budget.
Outside of the budget.
Tax Act outside of the budget, and many others.
Yes, absolutely. Lokesh.
Surprising is
Arnab, may I also point out?
Just 1 minute, PK, 1 minute. Yeah.
What's surprising is a 20-year roadmap in an annual budget. I mean, if you talk about the semiconductor policy, rather than government